All right, let's dive into one of the most fundamental skills in endoscopic ultrasound, navigating the abdominal aorta and its major branches. Mastering this is a huge step in building your confidence and skill with EUS. So let's get started. So here's our game plan. We'll start by finding our initial position, then we'll hunt down two crucial landmarks, the celiac axis and the SMA. After that, we're going to look at a classic visual cue called the Seagull sign, and we'll finish up with some essential pro tips to make everything a whole lot smoother. First things first, we've got to get our bearings, right? This whole process kicks off with one simple but absolutely critical maneuver from a very specific spot. Okay, so you're going to start your exam right at the gastroesophageal junction, which is about 40 centimeters in from the incisors. Now, from this position, you make one key move, a 180-degree clockwise rotation. And just like that, the descending abdominal aorta, which is basically our main highway for this exam, pops right into view. Awesome. With the aorta on our screen, we can now start tracing it down, just past the diaphragm to find our very first major branch. And the vessel we're looking for is the celiac artery. It's the very first major branch that comes off the front, the anterior side of the aorta, right after you pass that opening in the diaphragm. Now, a key feature that helps you know you're in the right place is just how short this thing is. The celiac axis is only about 1.25 centimeters long before it starts to branch off. It's a tiny detail, but it's a great confirmation. So here's what's so important. At the end of that very short trunk, it splits into three separate branches, a classic trifurcation. You've got the splenic artery, the common hepatic artery, and the left gastric artery. And look, knowing this anatomy isn't just for show. It's absolutely vital for checking out nearby lymph nodes and figuring out if a tumor has invaded the area. All right, so you see how this all builds on itself. If we just keep tracing that aorta down from the celiac axis, our next major landmark shows up pretty quickly. And the good news is you don't have to go far at all. The superior mesenteric artery, or SMA, is sitting just about 2 centimeters below the celiac axis. This spacing is super consistent and another really reliable guidepost for your navigation. And when you get this view just right, it creates this classic visual. People call it the two barrels of a gun. It's a really memorable image that tells you, yep, you've correctly identified both vessels coming off the aorta. And here's exactly why that two barrels view matters so much. The body of the pancreas is tucked right in between these two major arteries. This relationship is absolutely essential for accurately staging pancreatic cancers. Sometimes a simple visual pattern can make all the difference and really boost your diagnostic confidence. So let's look at a classic anatomical signature that does exactly that. It's got a great name, the Seagull sign. I promise, once you see this, you'll never forget it. And it's an incredibly useful way to confirm where you are. So what is it exactly? Well, the first Seagull sign appears when that celiac axis splits into the splenic and hepatic arteries. It looks just like the outstretched wings of a seagull. But get this, the pattern actually repeats. You'll see a very similar seagull shape in the duodenal bulb when the common hepatic artery branches. Recognizing both of these is a huge confidence booster. All right, before we wrap this up, I want to go over a couple of pro tips that are going to help optimize your technique and really your imaging overall. First, let's talk image optimization. When you're trying to follow that long abdominal aorta, you want to see deep. To do that, set your echo endoscope to its lowest frequency. Usually that's going to be 5.0 or 7.5 megahertz, and that'll maximize your penetration. Second, the golden tracing rule. Before you torque or turn the scope to follow a vessel, always center it at the 6 o'clock position on your screen. This simple habit will keep you from losing track of that critical anatomy. So let's do a quick recap of the fundamentals. It all kicks off with that 180-degree clockwise turn at the GE junction to find the aorta. From there, you spot the celiac axis and its three branches, then you find the SMA 2 centimeters below it, looking for that two barrels of a gun view. You confirm your anatomy with the Seagull sign, and of course you use those technical tips to get the best possible image. Mastering these steps really is the foundation for so many more advanced procedures. You officially have the map to one of the most important regions in endoscopic ultrasound. So the only question left is, which anatomical landmark are you going to master next?